Pats got the benefit of a couple of calls. They also had one go against them.
Yeah.
The review on what even was that? I'm still confused on what even happened with the review, or was it a booth review? Like where Herbert had the 1 yard, he clearly looked short, but they gave him the first down.
You know what's weird on that one is the overhead, like the bird's eye view, looked like he may have crossed it, and then both of the sides
were short.
Looked like he was way short.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm going off.
It was very
I was
strange.
going off them. It looked like they marked him short, and then they're like, nope, first down. I'm like, okay.
I know.
So this is my way of saying the reffing stuff tends to even out.
No,
but
it does.
right, they missed that call on Milton Williams. There was another face mask they missed on Lad McConkey.
I didn't love the pass interference on Carlton Davis, but then again,
I thought that was.
He's always screwing up.
That's right after you maybe got away with one with Gonzo the play before.
Maybe.
That was more OPI than anything.
Which one?
Quentin Johnston's pushing Carlton Davis. That's why he wrapped his arm.
Yeah. He grabbed him. There was a little bit of, usually they might let that go if both guys are kind of, tussling a little bit. But Carlton Davis, the way he's played this year, doesn't get the benefit of the doubt.
No, you've seen
the Gonzo one, I don't think was. Because, in real time, first of all, the ball hit Gonzo in the back. It was a poorly thrown ball.
But he's not looking at it at all, and he shoves whoever the receiver was.
Yeah, but the second the ball hit him, he hit the receiver. They even had the ref on to be. And he was like, oh, that one's clean. And then, the very next play, they get one. But, yeah, either way. No, but the locker room stuff post-game is...
It's
always
so good. It's so good.
Yeah, it's great.
And, I loved last week. You could hear, gasps. I don't think we really highlighted this. You could hear the locker room, gasp when Drake May, or was it the week before against the Jets? I'm trying to remember now. It was after the Dolphins win, where he set the Patriots single-season completion percentage record. And Vrabel, shouts that out in front of the team, and they're all like, oh. They're all like... He's better than Brady? Did a better stat than Brady?
Pretty sweet.
It was interesting to get that look in there. You can hear, how fired up they are. It's a playoff win. They should be fired up.
They should be, but that was awesome.
But it was, going nuts at the start of the video.
Vrabel's bleeding.
Vrabel's bleeding his own blood.
I don't think anybody liked that more than Mike Tirico.
Oh.
As they're talking about it. Maybe he liked it too much, honestly.
He was real excited.
Chris Collinsworth
was...
He's trying to, he's going on and on about something in the game, and Tirico's like, he's bleeding! Look at him right now! Look at his mouth. It's bleeding.
It's like one drop of blood.
Yeah, he interrupts them to talk about it.
It looked more like a cold sore than anything.
And then they keep cutting back to it. And Tirico's like, look at him. Oh, he loves it. He loves it so much. Now he's going to go tell Milton Williams he did this. And it was that ended up being the biggest highlight of the game for Tirico.
It really did.
All right, buddy.
But then you hear the genuine excitement for the milkman, Milton Williams, who you said it all last week, Keith. Mm-hmm. That's going to be the most impactful non-quarterback. And he was certainly on the short list last night. He was great.
Right up there, I would say, between Milton Williams, maybe Ramondre Stevenson.
Ramondre was huge. I'm getting flack about being worried about him fumbling. He had a monster game.
You did try to jinx him. Didn't work. He's unjinxable maybe now.
Or did I reverse jinx it?
Okay, it could have been.
Could have been.
Could have been that.
That's not what it was.
No, but he was great. Our guy Hunter Henry obviously was really good. He had two of the biggest catches in the whole game.
Marcus Jones made a bunch of plays. Yeah. I thought Gonzalez was great last night. And I think that's very encouraging, assuming he can play. That... I don't know what the numbers are. I haven't looked. I don't know how he graded out. Although I did see one next gen.
PFF had him as the 47th best corner this year. Even though he was 5th in all pro.
Yeah, I always on Sunday Night Football. I always look at those because you can't help it because they do hey, I'm from Mountain View Middle School. And they do their whole thing, and then you look at the bottom line and it says where they rank. And sometimes you can kind of guess it, and then other times you're like, wait a minute. How is this guy getting all pro votes? Is 50th?
Yeah, Bozeman should have been the 41st ranked center. He got tossed around by Milton Williams like nothing.
I saw.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Next Gen said Gonzo didn't allow a reception on 5 targets last night and 26 coverage snaps. He allowed a league low minus 9.7 receptions over expected, including the playoffs. Blah blah blah. So,
but he banged his head.
Well, but I just felt like he was impactful last night. I haven't felt like he's impactful most of the year. Maybe that's not fair, but just watching it doesn't feel like he makes an impact. Last night, I thought he made an impact. So there were a lot of guys who did that, but Milton Williams.
I say when you only allow,
this is why you brought him in.
When you allow 3 points, most guys on defense were pretty impactful. Yeah. And I thought Christian Ellis, they highlighted him a lot. Outside of that Giants game, maybe the most they've sort of highlighted Christian Ellis because a lot of times they had a sort of spy on Justin Herbert, and they kept talking about how fast he is. He might be one of the fastest linebackers in the league, and so he did a really nice job. They generated a lot of pressure.
He was second on the team in tackles after Craig Woodson. We'll talk to him later.
Woodson, the eraser, had a lot of good tackles.
So I feel good about the game. You feel good about the game. Most Pats fans do, and you can dial us up at 617-779-7937. Dan Graziano, I knew there'd be people like this today, Keith.
Oh, please.
He does his overreaction, underreaction column every Monday.
Okay.
And he says the Patriots still haven't beaten anybody good.
Oh, I predicted this, didn't I, on Friday?
You did.
I did.
He said, overreaction? No, not an overreaction. Oh, sure, they won, which is all that matters at this point. But the Patriots' performance did not scream number 2 seed / Super Bowl contender.
Whose did?
And it did little to tamp down the notion of them being an untested team that could struggle against better competition. This is survive in advance time of year, and the fact the Patriots won ugly does not disqualify them from winning at all. Thanks, Dan.
Okay.
It just adds a little bit of strength to the arguments of those who continue to believe this team is playing over its head. I think it's the total opposite.
I
think everybody who said they're
disagree.
playing over their head, this is proof that they could beat a good team. That's what everybody wanted to see.
Also, I completely disagree if you factor in the rest of the games. And I don't know if he's doing that or he's just like focusing on this, but you can't be like, oh, the Patriots didn't really prove anything, and like look how like close the game was. They ended up winning by 13 points. The Rams won by 3.
Yeah.
In a game they were favored by 10.5.
Probably should have lost to Bryce Young.
The Bears were down 18, won by 4. The Bills won by 3, and that was a crazy back and forth game. And then the Eagles, who are the defending champs, lost to the 49ers by 4. So I don't know. I feel like the Patriots,
It's the biggest margin of the weekend.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their defense held Justin Herbert, who is a Pro Bowl quarterback, to 3 points. So I don't know. To me, I would have loved to see the offense have a little bit more success, but overall, they were as impressive as anybody this weekend.
Yeah. I mean, look, the offense left something to echo what you just said. The offense left something to be desired. The defense was so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Who was better
And
going into the weekend?
It shows they have a variety of ways to win, which I think is important. Who was better what?
Panthers or Chargers?
Oh, the Chargers.
Right. Yeah. So the Patriots already didn't get credit for beating the Panthers earlier in the season. They don't get credit for that. They didn't beat anybody good except for the Bills. Well, the Rams just beat the Panthers. Do the Rams look like a Super Bowl winning team now after the game they played?
Not to me.
I don't think so. And so Dan Orlovsky came up with some obscure stat when he was talking about the MVP race, and he was like, well, how many touchdowns against 11-win teams? Chargers won 11 games. Does that not count now? Are we talking about 12-win teams? Like, what's a quality win anymore? Yeah. Even the playoff teams don't count? So that seems a little forced.
Okay, but you knew there'd be some of that today. I think that's gone. I'm not going to bring up the schedule anymore. I think that's officially gone, but some people are still going to do it, including Dan Graziano at ESPN.